Hello out there, welcome back to the Prog Hat channel. I'm Edward here. I'm back with a video. But before I get in this video, I just want to kind of give a little bit of a rant about something that I noticed. Yesterday was a beautiful day and I went up to a flea market that I enjoy going to look for vinyl records, CDs, whatever I can find. It's a flea market. And I'm not looking to spend a lot of money, just like other folks that are going there to spend their money. They're not looking to spend a lot of money there because if they wanted to, we wanted to, us consumers would just go to the retail stores to pay more. Here's why I'm saying that. I noticed a couple of vendors yesterday, which always gets me about vendors that don't have no pricing or anything on their records or music. Some of them say it's rare. And then you start asking, how much for this Genesis album or how much for this AC/DC album? And they're like, oh, 40, oh, 60. I don't understand their logic. Are they really thinking people are going there with big money to just spend big money? Maybe some prices for used records have gone up. I know around here in the local record stores, some of those albums that I saw yesterday, I'll give you an example, AC/DC, Highway to Hell. I could probably get a good $25 copy. I'm not going to spend $70 for it. And especially these records were in terrible shape. So I don't know. Maybe somebody can help me understand that, why folks that go out to the flea market are expecting folks to spend so much money, like on Beatle records, when they have already been reissued, and you can pretty much get a Beatles album for about $30, maybe less, but not $80. Not for something that like Meet the Beatles, where I know that's kind of dropped in price unless it's something really rare about it. But we live in this day and age where a lot of these records are being reissued. They're even making super ultra deluxe editions of them. So just kind of like, where is the marketplace now? It's just kind of craziness. It's like someone selling a BMW car from 1990 with no tires, no steering wheel. It doesn't work, but I want $2.2 million for it. I just don't get it anymore. It's kind of crazy out there. My video is about today, CD finds. I picked up some really good CDs. I went to this one place after the flea market. It's a library store, but they sell used stuff like records, CDs, cassettes, comic books, graphic novels. You never know what you'll find in this store. Well, they had tons of CDs that they said they were all a quarter. So I picked up some of those. I did pick a couple of CDs from the flea market that were worth $3 used. I agreed with that price. Then at the end of my video, I picked up this really cool, I've never seen this box set before until I went into this thrift store, which was on Friday. And it was a person that was working there said that they had just barely put that out. So I'll show that at the end. So let's get into my loot here. This CD I picked up for a quarter. It is Patsy Cline's Greatest Hits. I love this era of country music. I'm not into that new country too much. I love that old school country. It was more rock. Some of it sound rockabilly. Excuse me. For a quarter, this was half off, was 50 cents. This is Longing in Their Hearts, Bonnie Raitt. The crack edition copy. My daughter's always telling me about this band. She said, Dad, you should check them. You like prog, you like hard rock. I think this band, you'll find that you'll like their music. This is a brand new copy of this CD. It's Muse, The Second Law. Pretenders, never, I'm not familiar with this album or any of the later Pretender albums, but I hear a lot of people talk about how good they are. Viva el Amor. I remember when this album came out, and I don't remember the one song that I think it's the song You're the One, but I found Paul Simon, You're the One. I can't wait to listen to that. Taj Mahal with another artist. I'm not familiar at all, but for a quarter. Smithereens, Especially for You. I love this album. And one of my favorite songs by the Smithereens, it's not on this one. It's on an EP called Beauty and Sadness. I love that EP and I love that song. But this one right here has tunes like In a Lonely Place. What is the big Behind the Wall of Sleep, excuse me, and Blood and Roses. That's a really good album. Smithereens 11 with A Girl Like You, which I believe has vocals, I think from the lead singer of the Go-Go's is on this one. But this is such a real energetic, powerful hard rock album. I love it. The Fix Inc. I've never seen this album or heard of it. But for a quarter, I thought, hey, I like The Fix. I saw them open up for the Moody Blues. Def Leppard, Greatest Hits. I think this is good for me for Def Leppard. I think the only thing I really want is probably the first 4 albums, and that's good enough for me. But this one right here, I finally get to hear my 2 favorite songs by them, and that's Foolin', and let me see here. I don't see it on here. Oh, Bringing On the Heartbreak. Sorry, I do see it on here. So those are my 2 favorite Def Leppard songs. I am wearing my Doobie Brothers shirt, and what do you know? For a quarter, I found the Doobie Brothers. What were once vices are now habits. Very interesting title. I don't know if that's the name of a book or where that title came from, but this album has my favorite Doobie Brothers song. This is a good album. I have it on vinyl as well, and that's Blackwater. I love that song. Folks, it's only rock and roll, but I like it. The next 2 CDs I did pay for $3 at the flea market. I thought they were a great deal. They're in great shape. I simply love this album. I love when the Stones had Mick Taylor on guitar. I just love his guitar virtuoseness, if that's even a word, but he plays so solid, great guitar leads, especially on the song Time Waits for No One. I just love his guitar solo on that song. I finally have a copy of this album. When I find it on vinyl, it's scratched to heck. The CD, I find it's missing or scratched to heck. I finally found a clean copy and I paid the $3 for it. Cinderella Night Songs. I love this album. I remember this coming out, and I didn't buy it at that time, but I remember enjoying this album and hearing my friends play it. This has Night Song, Shake Me, Nobody's Fool. I just push. Good album. And now for the main course. So I went into this thrift store, and this thrift store is for, how do I say, it's a thrift store that anything you buy on there, the money goes to pets, dogs, cats, for the Humane Society. They get food, money, whatever pets need, stray pets. They try to get them also adopted. They have a little TV screen where they show the little photos of cats and dogs and their names and all that. But I went in there and I looked through their records. I found a couple of things, but I was like, well, I'm going to pass on that. Then I went back and looked through their CDs, and I guess I didn't see it at first. But at first I thought, Is that just a box set with just nothing but Nirvana and Kurt Cobain interviews? If it is, I'm not interested. This is what I found. Nirvana, Into the Black. It's in very good shape. It comes with this nice booklet. It has 6 CDs. They are all in there. They're clean. They're silver disc. The booklet is in great shape. It smells brand new. And what this is on this label. It's unofficial tribute, and it's from a fan who put this compilation or compile all this together. I mean, you get ultra rare demos and sessions. You get Kurt Cobain doing some solo acoustic. You get some live shows like from Seattle Center Coliseum. Some BBC master tapes from London, England. All 6 discs are in great shape. The sound quality I thought was great. I had no problem with it. Even the ones where you could tell they were taken from cassettes, even though they had that loud, hiss sound, they played fine. Here are the covers to the CDs. Like I said, some of these are double discs. They were all in there. I paid under $10 for this. This is the one I liked. I like this cover to this CD. Yeah, and I couldn't believe it myself. So I said, before I leave with this, and I looked it up, and it's music, all of it. Like I said, because at first I thought it was just a bunch of interviews. So I went to go see Discogs to see if I could get a little bit more info. It turns out there was 5 postings. A couple of them are in the U.S., and they wanted like close to $270 for one of these. I thought, what? Now, I know that Discogs can mislead people, and you could think that you're going to get that, but no. When you go to a store, or if I ever decide to trade that in, I'm sure that they're not going to say, oh yeah, $200 in store credit. No, it's just not going to work like that. I know people get up here and they do these videos about like 10 records at Discogs said are very expensive. Yeah, but when you get out into the marketplace, or you get out to selling your record collection to a record shop, it ain't going to happen, folks. You're not going to walk out of there with that big old suitcases full of cash. So if I probably gave that up, I probably would not get very much for it. I'm pretty sure a local shop would buy it from me. And probably sell it for like $50 or something. They got to make money too. Yeah. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong about the whole Discog thing. But anyway, that was my finds, my CD finds. Quarter. I think that was the most that I spent for that box set. That box set is a keeper. I listened to the first disc and I really enjoyed it. Some of the songs were from the Bleach sessions. Some of the songs ended up being on Nevermind. And I thought that was, man, he was a very good, talented artist. Really was. Good songwriter. The band Nirvana are really good band. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what I do here, please hit the sub button, hit the thumbs up. Leave me a comment about my little small rant about people who go out to the flea market and want to sell you Kiss Double Platinum for $125. I don't see that happening unless you got the copy that they gave the band before they released the album. I just don't see it, folks. Maybe these people are trying to see if they could pull one over people's eyes. Maybe they think they're going to get some youngsters and go, oh yeah, I'll take that AC/DC for $60. I have no idea. I think it's just craziness. Let me know what you think. See you on my next video. The next video I plan to show my vinyl finds. So take care, everybody.